Reflexive triggers. How do they work? How do you resolve them? Well, sit down and let me learn you something in about 3 minutes. Reflexive triggers are a type of triggered ability that create one or more items on a chain when their condition is met. They can usually be recognized by a card saying, do this X number of times, effect, like falling star or a Cathian rain. Or, do this, period, then do this, like dragon's rage or disintegrate. When you play a spell card with a reflexive trigger or triggers, you don't select targets until the spell card has resolved, and the reflexive triggers are placed on a new chain. Either player can play a reaction before that happens. When the reflexive triggers are placed on a new chain, targets for each trigger are chosen, and you will resolve the triggers from last created to first created. Both you and your opponent have an opportunity to play reaction effects in between each triggered effect. In this instance, we will resolve our chain by resolving trigger 6, then 5 to destroy the Vanguard Captain, then 4, killing the recruit, 3, killing the recruit, 2, killing the recruit. Let's say the victor player then wanted to respond to trigger number 1 before it would kill the Soaring Scout by playing his hidden card or a retreat from hand. The target of the trigger is no longer valid. The trigger resolves without effect. If cards like Falling Star or a Cathian Rain are played and have not yet resolved, you can play a reaction that removes the only legal target from the field. The player who played Falling Star or a Cathian Rain would then have to select legal targets among their own units for the reflexive triggers. Now let's put together a hypothetical here. Let's pretend this is our board state. We have Kaisa player A on the left, Kaisa player B on the right. We're going to pretend it's Kaisa player A's turn, and he has the sufficient runes to play Falling Star, and he does. In response to Falling Star being played, player B responds with Retreat, targeting the only unit he controls, Draven. Kaisa A has no response. Retreat resolves, and we get back to Falling Star. What happens? The reflexive triggers are put on a new chain, and Kaisa A must select valid targets, either marking 6 damage onto his Watcher or outright killing his Watchful Sentry. Well, that's about everything reflexive triggers. Any questions? Other ruling questions or scenarios? Put them in the comments or in my Discord in the link in the bio. Oh, and like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Thanks. Bye.